Hello Cancer, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Cancer for the next 3 months. So this will cover the period of between April, May, and June. If you're more of a business person, this would be for quarter 2 or Q2 of this year, 2022. But with that said, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, it's not me. They're trying to scam you. Please do not get scammed. And you can check out my Instagram. There's a link to that in the description below. I do exclusive content there. Let's see what we have here for you. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow in a big way, especially if you watch my content regularly. But let's go ahead and make sure everything's in view here. And we'll get right into it. We're also going to take 3 cards here to clarify as we go along. I think that looks just about good enough to me. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Wands talks about some sort of level of competition, maybe being present in your life. The thing that I like about the 7 of Wands is, to me, it does suggest that you've been successful, because the card that comes before it is the 6 of Wands, which is all about victory, exceeding expectations, success. And the reality is, now that you've attained this victory, people are coming after you. Okay, they want what you have, as you can see here. And what's really important when you get the 7 of Wands is that you need to stand your ground on something when this energy comes in. And if you feel very strongly about something, if you have a strong held conviction about the choices that you've made or the actions that you've taken, really stick to that. Okay, stick to what you know, stick to what is true for you when you get this 7 of Wands energy. So yeah, definitely feel like perhaps some of you here, what may be going on is there's something about other people involved here. So there's something relating to your social circle, your social network, the group of friends that you have. This could also be related to, sorry for bumping the camera there. This could also be related to a colleague or a workplace situation. I have to tell you, Cancer, there are other people's energy involved here. There are other people involved for you in the next 3 months. And I see you potentially, there's a shy energy as well. Okay, I almost never pick this up, but some of you are, there's a blockage around you being in the spotlight, being in front of people. And the thing is, I'm going to get into what I feel like more is going on here. Let's just get into it now, because this is an important thing in this reading. So in your overall, or your current situation here, you have the 4 of Wands. So the 4 of Wands, it can speak to marriage. It can speak to long-term partnerships with other people, especially if you're here for romance or romantic energy. You can talk about that energy. You can see the young family here in the marriage ceremony. And so it's definitely good if you're looking for that situation. Some of you may be finding love, or you may have already found love that then blossoms into something long-term in the next 3 months. I can absolutely see that because of some of the things here that's going on. But the 4 of Wands can also talk about a new start. And it can also say that at this time, it may be important for you to lean in on your foundations and achievements, on everything that you've achieved up to this point. With the 7 of Wands here on the bottom, indicating that you have stacked up wins, you have achieved, you have created things. 4 of Wands saying you have put yourself in a nice position to support yourself. The thing is, in the problem position here, you have the Star. The Star is like one of my favorite, if not my favorite cards in the tarot. And this card is all about you shining your light. It's being in the starlight, potentially. In this case, I feel like it is being in the starlight, or being in the spotlight for many of you. For others of you, what may be going on here is you have a wish that you want to come true, but you're in your mind, you may be thinking like, this will never happen, okay? It may also speak to a lack of clarity. Again, the Star is an incredibly positive card. It's one of the better cards to find in the tarot, but it's in the problem position. And so what I was saying earlier is there's something around a group of people. There's something around you being in front of people, or being in the spotlight, being in the starlight, that is blocked right now. And I think this is going to play an important role for you here in the coming months as you head into this sort of springtime, the second quarter of the year, and you work through some things with that. And so that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Remember that it's okay to be successful, is what I feel like telling you, Cancer. It is totally, a lot of people are afraid of success, and I think that this is the kind of core message for you. Now, in the past, you have this Ace of Cups. This can signify the start of a new love, a new romance in your life, a new connection with somebody. This is a really nice card of having your cup overflowing. It's a really positive energy to get in the tarot. The Ace of Cups is it's like a happiness pill, right? And the thing is, this Ace of Cups, for some of you, what's going to or what has happened here is you've maybe met somebody in this year, or you've been talking to somebody for some time now with the Ace of Cups. And I see this Two of Cups in your hopes and fears. I'm jumping ahead a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it now, but some of you are wanting this situation to be long-term with this person. For the Four of Wands coming to come in the middle, or in the overall position here, the current situation position, you're really maybe even hoping to discover if this person has a long-term interest in you as well. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Others of you, there's been some sort of success in your life, just generally in your life at this time, with this Ace of Cups in the past, the Seven of Wands on the bottom, as I've referred to a number of times. Now, in the future here, you have the Three of Cups. This is the social circle that I've been talking about. This is your friend group, your community of people. There's a blockage here with the Star showing up in the problem position. You having achieved and attained success. Now people may be really wanting to say, like, there may be people who really want to, like, honor the success that you have, or like even, you may have caught an interest of other, you may have, I'm trying to find the words to say this. Some people may be interested in you and interested in hanging out with you because you've been successful in some way. And it's almost like for some of you, there's this hidden energy here with the Star showing up in the problem position, where I see you maybe hiding in some ways, or like just being shy, or not being able to put yourself forward in whatever way, in some way. And so I feel like in the next 3 months, people want to see you, Cancer. People want to communicate with you, interact, transact with you. And this is, I think, the thing. This is a very good card of you in the future, dancing, celebrating with others, but it's working through this problematic situation here with the Star energy in your thoughts, on your mind, or in your conscious awareness. You have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords tells you to have rest, to recover, to recuperate, to do some sort of meditation, exercise, potentially take a day nap, right? Take a nap, do whatever you need to do to recover. And this can also represent you healing from heartbreak, as you see the Three of Swords card on the banner above this person. It could be that you'd have found somebody here, but there were situations in your past around love that are maybe affecting your ability to communicate openly and freely with somebody. That could certainly be the case. In the unconscious awareness, what you can't see, or what is hidden, or how you talk to yourself, you have the Ten of Cups, which is total joy. You go from the Ace of Cups here, the start of the suit of cups, essentially number 1 or number 0, all the way through to the end of the suit with the Ten of Cups. It's total joy. It's happiness. It's having all 10 cups overflowing. You have that with the Three of Cups in the future, but you have it even bigger here with the Ten of Cups. So this can be heavy family energy. Okay, so some of you, I do wonder if some of you want to start a family, or you really want to, like, if you are single and you've been talking to somebody, I feel like you can almost envision yourself with this person long term. If you've been in a relationship with somebody, I wonder if some of you are trying to figure out if they're interested in family planning or doing a family, or there's something involving the family here with the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the King for sure. So, I mean, just notice how many cups we have here on the board. But in the future, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation. This could be you showing up. Okay, it does not matter what gender you are. You can take on the aspect or the qualities of any of these cards. The King of Cups can absolutely be a Cancerian person, somebody who leads from the heart space, somebody who's an emotional leader, or, you know, maybe even wears their heart on their sleeve. They're also very good at kind of sitting in water here, which is symbolism for being able to handle emotional situations, handle anything like that, have deep conversations with people. The thing about this King of Cups is when you talk to them, you get the sense that they're not only listening to you, but they're actually really hearing you. You have a sense of being heard when you see this King of Cups energy, or when you talk to a King of Cups. So they can be just like the Queen of Cups. They can be considered to be a good partner in the tarot. And so it's almost like this is either you showing up here, wanting to put your needs first and explain how you feel about something, or it's this other person that you've been talking to that's on your mind in some ways. In the external influence, you have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is a fork between, it's a fork in the road. It's a choice between two options, two paths, two opportunities. And so, for you, it's like there are going to be decisions here that are coming up that you have to make in your life. I have a feeling that it has something to do with your friend group, your social circle, your network of people, the people who are around you, or something along those lines here. It's very important for you at this time. And so you may have decisions to make in those areas. And again, I feel like people want to see you, Cancer, is what I feel like saying. In the hopes and fears sector of this reading, you have the Two of Cups. So for you, for those single Cancers, you are so hoping to find somebody here. And I feel like it's somebody you've already been talking to with the Ace of Cups in the past. These cards progress one after the other. This is the start of the new love. This is the blossoming of the new love into a full-blown relationship. This is two souls linking up together in this lifetime. This is my favorite romance card to find in the tarot. But, for you, it's like this is in your hopes and fears. So, like, I see this long-term situation here with the Four of Wands, with the Ten of Cups below. And isn't this interesting? You do have this progression, Ace, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. Situations progressing, I think, especially if you've been talking to somebody or you have someone on your mind. If you are single and there's no one in the picture, there could certainly be someone coming in. But that's going to be dependent on your ability to put yourself out there, okay? And be seen, be in the spotlight. In the outcome, you have the Justice card. Could be a Libra, could be it could be any sign, but this is certainly the energy of Libra. This is the karmic scales balancing out and tipping in one direction or the other. By default, it's a positive change in your direction or your karma, or the scales tip in your direction. This can talk about attaining balance, harmony in your life. And, this can also really, what this says, if you were to distill this down to its core essence, the Justice card says that at the end of the day, all parties will get the outcome they deserve. And so I definitely like that. I definitely don't see bad karma here. I don't see anything like that. In fact, I see victories and successes, especially if you are somebody who's standing your ground at this time with that Seven of Wands on the bottom. So let's go ahead and clarify this reading even more. Wow, Cancer. You have the Death card, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Amazing, amazing energy. So yes, I'm saying that it's amazing even if the Death card's here. The Death card talks about a transformation in your life. It's something changing. Okay, it's you going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. It's you putting yourself out there. Okay, you are going through major changes at this time in your life, and they do not need to be negative. The Death card does not imply negative changes. I'm going to say it every time. It can mean a good change. And you have this paired with the Ten of Pentacles, which is another card of family, can indicate family, money, inheritances, money being passed through generations. But really, it's a card of empires. It's building your legacy. It's building your empire. It's setting yourself up and your future family up for success. The Nine of Cups is all about a wish come true, the fulfillment of a wish. So what I love to see here is you have this wish card in the problem position. The star is the other major wish card. You have that in the problem position. And then the thing is, though, you have this Nine of Cups here showing up as well, indicating that I do feel like you will work through this situation of a blockage around either being seen or this wish, this feeling about a wish. I see you working through that. I see this wish potentially coming true for you, especially if you're putting in the work here with the Justice card and the outcome. let's go ahead and clarify this situation even more and see what we get here. Let's pull some additional messages. See what oracle cards once you come forward. Okay, so you have Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action, as well as She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. Okay, so again, there's this energy of you being unequivocally you, being the highest version of yourself, or the most honest, the most authentic version of yourself is what I should say. You have Eagle, see from a higher perspective, as well as Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Some of you saying, I'm really interested in you. Okay, period. With the Hunter card, this person says if they have an interest in someone or something, they track it down. Okay, with the Hunter energy. So for you, I get the sense that there is this person that is very heavily involved here, and you know, you may just acquire this perspective of, do we need to have a conversation, right? Do we just need to talk about what the feelings are between the two of us? But then if you're not here for love, what's going on? Like, you are totally in the spotlight. Like, you have some sort of success. You have some sort of wish that is being sort of birthed here. And I also think that you're going for that as well at this time. If you're not here for love, this is a very good reading. Let's see what else we have. Let's pull some Kipper cards to see what wants to come forward. Okay, what is that card? Child, interesting. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's interesting. And I just sort of unconsciously put it on the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a fertility sign. You do have two energies of family here with the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. Also, the Four of Wands is a long-term partnership or long-term marriage. You have the message of concern, house, change, community, imprisonment, and great fortune. I've been talking about your community this entire time in this reading. And so it's almost like there's something at the social level here with this message of concern, community, and imprisonment, where like I've probably said it a million times already, but it's like you are supposed to be out in front of people, or you're supposed to be putting yourself out there. I can't tell you what to do, but what the cards are saying is you're supposed to be putting yourself out there. And I get the sense that this is like the big thing that you're working through here in the next 3 months, for sure at this time. The house card can indicate with the change, that's literally house change. Okay, some of you changing postcode, changing zip code, moving to a new place, moving to a new location, bags packed, cars ready to go, moving out of this apartment, maybe into the house. And then you have Great Fortune, which is a major sign of abundance. It's the best card to find in this Kipper deck. It talks about your luck, your fortune changing for the better. And you have it with the Ten of Pentacles, which is also a major card of abundance. What do we have here on the bottom? Thoughts. You're thinking about somebody, right? So thank you so much for being here. Really like this. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next reading.